up, Cosmetic family?
Welcome to the Cosmetic Podcast here at the World Council.
Cosmetic means being a person or thing that gives rise to a phenomenon that is dynamic or energizing.
Hey, we're tackling topics and telling the truth.
I'm Rodrigo Ross.
I'm Keith Fenton.
So today, oh my gosh.
Oh, royalty.
We royalty. Today, we are speaking with none other than Cici Rojas, board chair for YMCA the USA's governance board and newly elected treasurer to the World Council, the queen herself. Yes, welcome to the Cosmetic Podcast. Hey, Cici.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have been eagerly awaiting a chance to talk to you. Okay. So, newly elected as the treasurer, how does that feel?
Like it's going to be a lot more work, but
right?
You know what? Good trouble, right?
Good trouble.
Good trouble.
Fun
Yes.
stuff and good trouble.
Yes. And
So-
this is not new for you, right? Like you have a storied career in volunteering in a while.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Take us back to like how to get started.
So I started on a local branch board.
Okay.
The board in my backyard. I work for a hospital system, the public safety net hospital system in Kansas City.
Okay.
And we, that was a Y that we all cared about. And the Y was very proactive. They came and asked us to be a healthcare partner and help address the disparities that existed in the populations that they served. And that was what we did every day, day in, day out. So started there, then that led to the association board in Kansas City. I was very proud of the work we did, especially around IDI. We started the DEI, the first EDI council there in our market. From there, Ella was elected to the YUSA National Board. And then, it was just like, yes, okay.
Yeah.
And, I'm here now, but it's been a phenomenal journey. I've met amazing, just incredible people along the way. And, it's been very rewarding.
Good.
So when did it hit the point that you thought about it from this world perspective?
Well, from the world perspective, it is very humbling, first and foremost, to see the incredible work that is happening across the globe.
Yeah.
And I've met so many innovative leaders, and maybe not innovative in the way we would traditionally think about it. I mean innovative in the way that they are, how they are addressing the pressing and essential needs in their backyard.
Yeah.
And they've been doing this community-centric kind of work for a very long time. And them, like us, I mean, there's been a lot of similarities we've had.
Yeah.
We've learned what we went through in the U.S. and what they've gone through to trying to address and recover from the pandemic.
Yeah. It's so a couple of months ago when we heard that up next in the United States, right, the board chair was Cici Rojas, this fireball, super successful, amazing Latina, and then you literally just got in the seat, and already you have visited so many different YMCA programs, right?
Yes.
You're involved with so many strategies. Like, what are you looking forward to in your chairdom? Is that a thing?
Yeah. I mean, I think so. I mean, what I'm looking forward to is, looking at. I think I'm pretty innovative too, but you have to balance those big goals and ideas with what we can get done in a meaningful way and measure. And measure. Yeah. So I think we'll start with our own strategic plan and making sure that we are addressing all the needs that we heard from loud and clear through this process. We talked to a lot of Y CEOs, leadership teams, and board volunteers, and then try to balance that against what we might think is what I want to do aspirationally as board chair. Address board governance, diversity, greater diversity in board governance ranks, youth council. I'd like to see youth have a larger role in what we do. And there's some other things that I'd like to do, but those are the things that I think are front and center, and that we can put a stake in the ground and start measuring. Our public policy work is incredible.
It is.
Great
Absolutely.
public policy work.
Absolutely.
What does board diversity? Excuse me. What does board diversity look like when you're talking about tackling the governance part of it, and we're saying board diversity, because diversity is being used a whole lot right now.
Right.
What does that look like to you?
For me, I mean, it's obviously there's the traditional ways you'd look at diversity, but I also view it in terms of age, geography, the different. Everybody has a story, And I think we need to keep that in mind when we're looking at diversifying our boards. You know, obviously the gender and those other things. I think we're doing a pretty good job of that. We're getting better at that.
Getting better.
But I think that in order for us to also stay relevant and become even more relevant, we have to have the voices at the decision-making table that represent what business is going to look like, and who the decision makers in business are going to look like, the consumers, the workforce. What that's going to look like in the next decade.
That's amazing. So in terms of setting up this next strategic plan and kind of figuring out what those measurables are and hearing from the folks around the movement, is there anything about what you know is looming that makes you nervous?
No, a lot of things make you nervous, but I think what we've also heard loud and clear. It's basically being able to create and make sure that our life stays sustainable. You know, that we're recovering from the pandemic in a way that is, you know, that one helps us think about maybe what we learned and how we can, you know, perfect that. I love the work that we've been doing in food security and childcare and some of those other basic things that society needs and communities need. And how do we strengthen that and do more of it and fund it and make sure that we have other people buying into it and owning it and funding those very important services.
That's very important. The resources.
So our strategic plan overall, is really big and bold. But what's the one piece in there like, man, I can't wait to get my hands onto this piece right here because it's gonna take off.
It is. There's merit in on all of it.
Right.
For me, I do look at I'm biased toward the DEI component of that. For lots of reasons, but how do we get to a point where that is not? It's not an initiative. It's just what we do every day. It's
That's
operationalized, and the business case is built around that. And so I think that's just one example. I think that, you know, diversify our funding and revenue diversification is also. You know, we have to have those kinds of resources in order for us to do the other things that we want to accomplish.
So you have all these different volunteer roles. You stay super busy giving of your time, and you run like a major multinational corporation. Like, what do you do just to relax? Like, do you even relax,
No.
Cici? Do you
know
ever
what?
do you even
So you
chill?
know what I love is the volunteer work, the board work I do. Is not work to me. It's a blessing. It's fun. I get energized by it. So I raise my hand often. But if I did have to say my hobby, golf.
Golf?
I love golf.
Really?
I'm not very good at it, but I don't care. I'll continue to take a stick out there and hit the ball.
I'm hearing that from so many people. I should go. I think I would just like the outfits.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yes.
The outfit. I know.
Yes.
See, I feel seen.
Ladies.
I feel.
I know.
You think I'm cute, guy outfit?
Men can look good on the golf
They can
course
look nice
too.
on the golf course. I mean, maybe.
All right, so you've traveled all over the place.
Yeah, I travel everywhere.
A whole lot. Give me that one food spot.
Ooh.
Oh gosh. Oh, I mean, I've had a lot of great food. Just about everywhere I go. I'm partial to Kansas City. I mean, I've traveled everywhere. We've got the best barbecue in the world.
She said what she said.
Yeah. Mexico City has some great food too, but I mean, I try to visit and just get the best of what I can. Visit lots of different kinds of restaurants when I travel.
So now you get to take the Kansas City barbecue to all over the world.
Do you think she's like traveling with barbecue ribs and chicken and stuff?
Okay, I have to tell you, there was a restaurant we went to today, and they had Kansas City barbecue ribs on the menu, and I'm like,
really? It was like,
I don't know if I'm gonna get
probably
outside.
not right. I'm not even going to eat it because then I'm going to be forced to tell them it's probably not
it's probably
right.
not bad. Yeah.
Not
Well,
that.
people are going to be asking you about your barbecue, I'm sure, in other countries and stuff. But what are you looking forward to being a part of the World Council? I mean, because you got a lot to bring to the seat.
Yeah, well,
there.
you know, my role is treasurer, so I think people think of it as treasurer as a traditional role.
Yeah.
You know, bean counter, watching profit and loss, balance sheets, and all those, and that is a part of it. But the other part of it, and I think an important part of it, is revenue. Is revenue development, is financial development.
Yes.
And that's the part that's very exciting to me because I believe that we, in addition, Sohelia, our new board chair, was talking about better marketing ourselves, better telling our story. Well, if you do that well, then funders come to the table because they want to be associated with the big brand that is trusted and is doing great things. We know we have a good brand. And we know, and we have an important brand. It stands for something. So how do we think about our revenue and our fundraising in a different way?
Nice.
Yeah, from your seat, then, what do you see different that we need to do? Because our brand is worldwide known. I mean, it's recognizable. But then it's surprising that there's still a lot of people that don't know the brand.
Or they know the song.
Yeah, they know the song.
They know the song.
Oh, you're talking about the...
And people that work in the Y, we don't like that song.
No. Now, I like the song.
I don't
because
like that
here's what
song.
I realized at the end of the day. When you sing that song, you may be attracted to the branch that I'm a part of. And then you may come to join, and therefore I get to keep food on my
And they're going to ask for you to do the song.
I make my family stand up at the basketball game. Stand up, man. That's
right. That's our song. That's our song.
That is our song. So I'd say two things. One is we need to be better storytellers about our own brand.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it needs to be more intentional. We need to, I mean, that's a campaign in and of itself. And I think that is the first thing. We amplify what we're already doing and doing well.
Yeah.
I think the second thing is we have our best storytellers inside our Ys.
For sure.
People like you.
Yeah.
I think this is, my view. I think that good employees are culture creators. They need to have more autonomy to go out into the community and serve on boards and be community and and be involved in the community. Because where you go, our brand goes.
You're right.
And that's what I always encourage.
Yeah, I mean, every time I'm out and about doing something, if I have on a Y logo, as soon as people know I work for the Y, they ask me. It's very true. So when it's all said and done, you've chaired the YUSA board and you finished your term as treasurer here. What are you hopeful about? Like, what excites you?
I think what I can do is just try to create the best foundation. And, create the best foundation for good people. And to come in and do the great things that we know can happen. I think create a bigger place, a bigger space at the table for others, and make sure that I fill my role with other young people of color coming right behind me.
This is going to be so exciting.
We're in place for amazing experience with you.
Amazing things.
We thank you for being a party. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been here with the phenomenal, the amazing Miss Cici Rojas.
Large and in charge.
Thank you for listening to Cosmetic here at the World Council
on this episode called Large and in Charge.
Hey, subscribe and listen to us weekly.
And don't be shy. Give us a 5-star review.
And as always,
be dynamic.
Be phenomenal.
Be cosmetic.